If you want something done on City Council, you really need Tim Burgess.
Tim is an exceptional leader.
He's so committed to our future and to our community.
He has an open ear and an open door.
He's a good listener.
He just has a tremendous compassion for people.
He cares about doing the right thing and making Seattle a great city.
We wholeheartedly support Tim Burgess on his re-election.
Firefighters trust Tim to make the right decisions for public safety.
I'm supporting Tim because I think he is a bright, effective, and compassionate leader.
I love my job. It is so gratifying and fulfilling. I want to keep doing it, and that's why I'm running again for re-election. As I look back over my life, I see a whole series of experiences and jobs that prepared me for the City Council. I grew up on Capitol Hill. My dad sold office supplies door to door, but we had a great time. Until I was about 12, my parents lost their house through foreclosure. It helps me to understand what people are going through today. Went to Lincoln High School, graduated in 1967, went to the University of Washington, became a Seattle police officer in the early 70s as part of the reform era in our city. I left the police department and went to work for an NGO working in anti-poverty programs in the developing world. It was another life experience that connected me with the poor and people who are victims of systemic injustice and oppression. And they needed people like me and others to stand with them and help them. And then I met Jolene. We got married. We're coming up on our 35th wedding anniversary. We consciously chose to raise our family here, and now we're giving back.
I've worked closely with Tim since he's joined the City Council. He became a real champion around the issue of prostituted children. And he said to me once, I have 3 daughters, and I worry about all children as I would worry about my own daughters.
We rallied around these kids. We created the Safe Haven, and that center is up and running today. It's full, and there's a waiting list of young girls who want to get in. So another issue that came to our attention back in late 2009 was the problem of wage theft, where unscrupulous employers refuse to pay their employees or they short pay them. And I sat and listened to these people tell me their stories. And again, I said, gosh, we can do something about this. So we changed city law to explicitly make wage theft a crime.
Besides believing that's the right thing to do, Tim works arduously to make sure that there is a plan, and he won't stop until we're successful. Tim has been a tremendous supporter of affordable housing. He was one of the champions of the Seattle Housing Levy. He went out to the community, made the case for why the housing levy is important.
It was clear as day, Tim's voice on the Families and Education Levy.
I think it's great that Tim comes from the background he does, being a former police officer in the middle-class background, and I believe he would like to put all of our working men and women back to work.
If you're going to create new jobs and grow an economy, you need to do it from what you have today.
It boils down to 3 words: jobs, jobs, and jobs. Anybody who champions jobs for us is a winner in our book.
Seattle hasn't reached its peak yet. We still have great opportunities. We're a global city. We're sitting on the edge of the Pacific Rim. We have huge opportunities in growing our economy and creating more jobs, especially around clean energy. We have a great opportunity to make Seattle the environmental leader of our country as we tackle greenhouse gas emissions and some of our environmental challenges. And I don't think we've even come close to reaching our potential. Working together, we can continue to make Seattle a great city to raise our families in.